So it's been recently announced that Quantum Break is coming to Windows 10 along with the Xbox One release, and that Alan Wake is also coming free with the Xbox One bundle. And a lot of people are mad about this, and to me this seems kind of silly. I watched a recent Total Biscuit video, which hopefully I'll remember to link in the video description, in which he tried to provide a little bit of perspective to why this would be an issue for some people, and I sort of get where he's coming from. At the same time, though, he still took the same position that I am, in that the people who are mad are essentially the ones that are the only ones to blame for their problems. So, Quantum Break, which I honestly didn't know much about prior to this whole big deal, didn't even know it was coming out soon, was never actually announced as an Xbox One exclusive, whereas they've actually shoved that down our throats for other games that aren't Xbox One exclusives, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, which wasn't an Xbox One exclusive, it was just released first on Xbox One. But Quantum Break was just announced that it was coming out on Xbox One, and then they've said that, they weren't going to force the developers mid-development cycle to also port it to PC or anything like that, but they never specifically said it was an exclusive. But yeah, suddenly people are mad about this. People are mad that it's coming to PC and that if you buy the Xbox One copy, you get the PC copy free. To me, this seems like a good thing. The PC community always gets neglected by console developers, and we're getting a game, and the Xbox owners are getting a second game and a second copy. Why is this bad? The big thing that Total Biscuit brought up is that people who are foolishly, fanboyishly dedicated to their system are just mad that someone else gets the game when it was announced as an exclusive. Frankly, that's a stupid perspective. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Don't pay attention to it. The other issue is for people who've bought an Xbox One specifically for that game. And this is something that I'm actually a giant, huge hypocrite for. And so I fully understand that, because I just did that with the Xbox One specifically as well, and it was a huge, horrific disappointment. But at the same time, that disappointment was my fault. I don't blame 343 or Microsoft for me buying the Xbox One for Halo 5, buying the $500 Halo 5 themed Xbox One for Halo 5, and then being disappointed. If it came to PC, I would be totally happy. I still would have gotten the Xbox One. I'd also just be getting the PC copy as well, because PC would be objectively better, but most of my friends would still be on the Xbox One copy. Now, but if you buy a game console specifically for a game, and you do so before the game even comes out, that's on you. No one's making you do that. No one's shoving that down your throat. And the only instance of where that is a thing is when they do the game bundles. For example, there's a Quantum Break themed Xbox One, which also comes with the free PC copy of the game and the Alan Wake port to Xbox One, which is really cool that they're just continuing to port Alan Wake to new consoles just so people could play it. That's a really good thing in and of itself that everyone seems to be neglecting. And then the fact that you get the PC copy free, whether you use it or not, that's kind of up to you. That's a good thing. And then the fact that PC players are getting it is a good thing. Again, if you're mad that you're getting, that someone else gets something that you get, shut the hell up. No one cares. But if you bought the Xbox, that's kind of your fault. But on the whole, this is a really, really good thing. This is what us as Halo fans have actually been asking for a long time. The last time we got a core Halo game release on PC was almost 10 years ago, actually over 10 years ago now, I guess, for Halo 2. This was a Halo Vista exclusive. It worked with Windows 7 and later versions of Windows, but at the time it was a big deal because it was a Windows Vista exclusive due to the new DirectX format of graphics engine that it used. And so they essentially used that to leverage sales of Windows Vista, or at least upgrades to Windows Vista. We've, as a Halo community for a while, or a PC community who's been interested in Halo for a long time, have often wondered why Microsoft didn't do that with Halo before. It's yeah, you want to sell your Xboxes with Halo, but, a few months after Halo comes out or whatever, make it a Windows 10 exclusive. Give us Master Chief Collection through the Windows 10 store, like you did at first with the Halo Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault games before you put them on Steam. And preferably even give us Halo 5 that way, but at least the Master Chief Collection. We've never gotten Halo 3 on PC, and that's mainly what people are wanting, and otherwise people are just going to resort to modding and playing the modded version of your Halo Online game which is essentially Halo 3 on PC. So we've been asking for this for a while. Like, yeah, that's a trade-off. Having to have Windows 10 if you don't have it is a trade-off for getting the game, but it's one we've all been willing to pay because it's worth it to get to play it on our PC. Now, there's a lot of things that go against Windows 10, such as the spying crap and all that jazz. It's not really 100% relevant to this discussion in the fact that it's not something you can tackle in the sense of the games industry and platform porting, and that doesn't play into what platform the games go on, so I'm not really going to address that here. But I don't know, it really bothers me that people are mad about that. Like, this is really big, and I really hope they do that for other stuff. With, what was it, Dead Rising 3 and Rise Son of Rome, they did timed ports, and then the ports were really awful at first, so it was kind of disappointing, but apparently they cleaned them up later on and made them better, and it ended up being a good thing. Like, I'm told that Rise Son of Rome is actually better on PC now. And so, why, and we were actually told this would happen with the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and I've yet to see that. We actually got Gears of War 1 and maybe Gears of War 2 on PC. They were games for Windows Live ports, and they weren't great, but we got them, and then we stopped getting them, despite the fact that they were Windows, or, Microsoft published games. And so, this kind of neglect of the PC platform has been extremely disappointing, and the fact that Microsoft could use it to still fulfill their goals and give us the games, and people are mad about that, really confuses me. And on the whole, like, I don't care what people are mad about. It's that people backlashing against this kind of announcement, which is essentially just a free win-win for everyone, potentially means that they might go back on it or be, less motivated to do it in the future, and that's dangerous. The fact that people getting mad over fanboyism could prevent the PC platform from getting what we've been wanting is horribly, horribly frustrating, and I don't want to see it. So I just wanted to talk about it, that Quantum Break coming to PC for a Windows 10 exclusive is a really, really good deal, because essentially Microsoft holds games hostage. So either, like Halo specifically, like, this is what we've been wanting. Like, at first, the option is either you get the game on Xbox One and Windows 10 PC, so if you have it or you upgrade, you get the game on PC, or you only get it on Xbox One at all. And we would all much rather have it on Xbox One and Windows 10 than just Xbox One. So I don't see why people are getting mad for it. So, just another rant. This is pretty much the only reason I make gaming videos nowadays, is the rant about things going on in the gaming community. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Does it bother you that it's out on Windows 10? Does it affect you? Have you even heard of Quantum Break? Because a lot of people probably haven't. Are you getting it on Xbox One? Have you ever bought a game console exclusively for one game? In a sense, I did this with the Xbox 360 and Halo. That was the only reason I wanted to upgrade from the original Xbox, but there were plenty of other games, and it was well worth it. For the Xbox One, that was quite literally the only game I wanted to play on Xbox One, and it ended up being a horrible, horrible disappointment, but that's just me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Come check out our Snapchat at @EposVox and our other channels. Our co-op gaming channel is running strong, and our vlogging channel is going, etc. And I'll see you in the next video.